Alamo Bowl, we got at 9:15, number 14 Oregon, which is at 10-3, plays number 16 Oklahoma, which is at 10-2. Oklahoma's favored by 6.5 points on ESPN. And I think this game's interesting. These were both teams that also had playoff aspirations. That's where we're kind of getting to the season, and a season where all these teams really kind of had playoff aspirations, as real as they were or not. Oregon had some decent, they had a good shot at it. I think if they don't lose, I'm sorry, they lose to. Who is their second loss? Dang it. Oh, shoot, I forgot. But if they don't lose that second game, they don't drop that second game, and obviously they have to win the Pac-12 championship. They just didn't do it. Oh, they lost to Utah. If Utah just hadn't been the absolute spoiler of spoilers for Oregon, they had a legitimate shot at the playoffs. Obviously, probably are the 4 seed. Shoot, I don't know. I feel like you... See, if I am Oregon, I would have been pissed if I was let out for Alabama and Georgia. I feel like Georgia would not have deserved it if they had lost, but regardless, Oregon probably loses in the first round. Oklahoma also had playoff aspirations before Oklahoma State beat them in that game. It kind of sucks for Oklahoma because they've really dominated in Bedlam in the past. Instead, Oklahoma State was able to escape with a victory and kept their playoff hopes alive. Unfortunately for them, they would later be ended the next week in the Big 12 championship by losing by inches at 4th and goal at the goal line. It's really kind of interesting here, though. Anthony Brown this year did not have the best year. He went 223 for 223 out of 350, threw for a 63.7% completion percentage, 2,683, 15 touchdowns to 6 interceptions ratio. Travis Dye, he is their offense, and if they get Verdell and Dye back again, they're going to be a power to be reckoned with in the Pac-12. They just need a quarterback, and the answer is obviously not Anthony Brown. He ended up having 193 carries for 1,118 yards, 15 total touchdowns. Devon Williams ended up having 35 catches for 557 yards and 4 total touchdowns. Oklahoma, Caleb Williams obviously doesn't have the stats, as insane stats as everyone else, but remember he did take over about mid-season in Oklahoma season. He went 115 to 184, threw for a 62.5% completion percentage, 1,670 yards, 18 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Kennedy Brooks ended up having 184 carries for 1,111 yards and 10 total touchdowns, and Marvin Mims ended up having 30 catches for 648 yards and 4 total touchdowns. Oregon's getting kind of dominated by Oklahoma, not gonna lie. They're 1-6 against Oklahoma all the time. Last game did go to Oregon, but it was only a 1-point victory in Oregon. So they have Oregon is number 1 away from Oregon against Oklahoma. Oregon's 15-19 against in bowl games all time, while Oklahoma's a pretty solid 30-23 record, which is not bad. It's not bad at all because you're over 500. And not just a little over 500, 7 games over 500, which is pretty dang good in bowl games. So I think this game's really fascinating because I do think Oregon has a really solid team that's just been overshadowed by the fact that they lost to Utah so badly twice. But Utah's a good football team, a really good football team, and I'm going to be really interested to see them play against Ohio State because, again, they have a really good football team, guys. Good darn it. I think Oregon's gonna get the Pac-12 their first win, and just in my opinion, I think Oregon's a really good football team, guys, and I do think they're better than Oklahoma, despite Oklahoma being favored by 6.5 points. I think Travis Dye has a chance to carry them to victory. But hey, everybody, this is GGB saying adios, amigos.